All right, I don't have a whole lot to go over today. Just one slide left, if I'm not mistaken. Does that sound correct? I know there's a lot more material left on your guide, but there's just one slide we have left to go over, if I'm not mistaken. And then let's see here. Due the 28th. So at the end of class today, we'll give you the rest of the hour to work on that. Okay. And I think you can answer this question. No matter how you deal with two people, can they ever be totally identical in how they appear and certainly not how they act? Because it's going to be different experiences that they may go through, and possibly a different environment, maybe different sets of friends, maybe some have a bad influence where others have a better influence, maybe not. Because what might set them apart from either even their sister or their twin? It's the experiences that they have in what part of the brain specifically. Not the cerebrum. You might have said something, but I couldn't hear it. Nope, everyone would have the same one of those structures. What deals with your emotions? Diencephalon, that's right. Okay, because this limbic system, as we know, produces your emotions and modifies your behavior, which is driven by two structures. Your diencephalons is made up of what and what? Your thalamus and your hypothalamus. That's correct. Okay, so then moving forward, your vital life functions, okay? Descending impulses and conditions, several vital and non-vital reflex centers, especially the vital ones. Where would that possibly be going to? There's three portions we would talk about: digestion, respiration, and circulation. Which one of those two is the most vital? We said three, but two are the most vital. Your medulla controls. Circulation, yes. And respiration. And yes, digestion is important too, but the reason that we would say this is, can you be fed something without having to consume it yourself? Unfortunately, some people may have to do that. Maybe they're fed through a tube, for instance. Could be for a variety of reasons, but that would be rather unfortunate. I think everyone would agree, but especially your vital functions, respiratory rate and heart rate is controlled by your medulla oblongata. And then finally, that is the last portion, I believe, okay? Your cerebellum also consists of two hemispheres. Now, when we talk about coordination, okay, that's kind of a vague term. I'll talk about that in just a moment. So you don't have, okay. You don't have anything to write. Okay, good. The example we gave, you're walking down towards Mr. Deitch's room, for instance, something to that effect. You get to that intersection where you look to the right or the south, that's the lobby. To the left is Mr. Hammer's office, but as you're walking, some of you, do you still find yourself doing that, looking to the right? We're not saying that's neither good nor bad. I don't know. I just kind of try to, keep walking forward. But that's a reflex. Maybe, maybe not. But if it's not a reflex where you might hear or see something, why else might you turn your head? Because you want to. Going back to Robert, there is a suppression of a nerve impulse and it's still going on. That gets suppressed because now you turn your head because you want to. That's coordination, okay? And that takes place within your cerebral cortexes. No one would argue with that. But why are we talking about muscle movements when we're looking at the cerebellum then? What's the difference between turning and looking, or I'm pointing at you people, as opposed to, for instance, where did it say skilled movement? Coordination of, coordination of skeletal muscles and the maintenance of equilibrium, okay? What I mean by that is practice. Do you store information for movements in your brain? Yes, you do. Skilled movements. What might be an example of that? Serving. Or, what's this? Yeah, shooting free throws, okay? So when you practice something with your skeletal muscles, you store that, your skilled movements, okay? Skilled movements like what you might do for repetition, one after another after another. The better you get at that, that information gets stored in your cerebellum. Have you ever heard of muscle memory? And that's where that comes from. It gets stored again in your cerebellum. Okay, I think that does it for this material. Then everything past this, I think, is talking about function, 1 of 1, no, 1 of 4, 2 of 4, 3 of 4, 4 of 4, correct? Those are your... Huh. I'm going to have to find that content then. Okay. But we have cranial nerves listed over there. So, as you would guess, it's what we had done yesterday. Okay? And what that would entail is as follows. Okay? Because I think, not that this is muscle memory, but maybe the more you write this, maybe that would get stored. Who wants to start it off? You get the easy one if you say, I'll start it. What is it? Okay. Point to someone. Dave back there in the... No, I'm just kidding. Okay. Okay. Where to? It doesn't matter. You're all going to get to take part. You see, I'm eliminating me pointing at people. Yeah. Oculomotor. Okay. See, doesn't this bring back memories of sitting in elementary school where maybe your teacher would say something like, Reese, what is it? Or Cadence, what is the answer to this? Do you remember that in elementary? Maybe that's a long time ago, but regardless, point to someone. Okay. 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 Trigeminal. Okay. That's fine. Where to? Okay. There's no T in there. So by default, okay. Where to?
You.
Me?
Yep.
I don't get to take part in this. Oh, I didn't specify the rules, did I? Okay. So I think that's 5, that's 6, that's 7. Oh, I get to do this one. Okay. Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Were you sitting there saying, God, don't pick me next? That bring back memories? See, we're testing out your cortex, really. I don't know if those memories are still in your brain or not. Okay. Number 9, what is it? The easiest one, and one that we had said that is probably really important because of how many different organs that it controls. Well, it doesn't control, but sends information to. Okay? Okay? So right away we know this is number 10. There can only be 2 left. Think of the tie. Okay? Oh, that's not right. Okay? And then I think we're missing our, what was it, hop or hypoglossal. I can't remember what it was in your little saying there. Okay? Okay? Very good. Very good. And then, and I haven't looked at these since yesterday, but again, a couple things we could do. Okay, the front half, and then you could say here we got the back half, which is, okay, and then these kind of go back and forth, right? Mixed. Motor? Okay. I was just seeing if anybody was paying attention. See? You were. Yeah. Okay. And then what does this deal with then when you talk about if you have a cochlear implant? Yeah. So then if we're talking about hearing, then that's certainly got to be sensory, right? Then we kind of play that ping pong back and forth where, okay, motor, mixed, motor. I would certainly think this one's mixed. And then, both of these are mixed? Yeah. Okay. Mixed. Okay. Again, the more you go through that, the better off you're going to be with it. Okay. I really didn't have a whole lot to go over. Looks like I got a little bit of content to try to track down. I'll see if I can find that. And maybe it was just one of them aspects where I ran out of room and just didn't attach that to the page. So I'll see if I can track that down. We'll start reviewing tomorrow, and we'll review on Monday. We'll review on Tuesday. We will review on Wednesday, okay? Because it's a busy week next week. So plan on a 2-part exam on Thursday and Friday because we're not quite done with some of our activities that we want to do. As we had done the walking blindfolded, there's a couple more that I want to do. That's why we're spending so much time with this review, getting out and doing some of these activities, and then reviewing with some of the content. Is there any questions about moving forward this week and into next? All right. So the rest of the time then is yours.